Mr. Math here. Thanks for watching my videos. Be sure to like and subscribe and remember to ring the bell to be notified of updates. Hello viewers, welcome back to Oblivion Remastered. This is Geoffrey, the Commander of the Knights of the Nine, Cleric of the Divines, and quite a few other titles at this point. And we are in the master bedroom of his house in Skingrad. We just finished closing an Oblivion gate that popped up quite suddenly outside of the city. And now it is time to talk to the Count. We were sent here originally by the Mages Guild because the Count had something he wanted to tell us. Or wanted to tell the Mages Guild, rather. And he specifically wanted us to be the courier of this information. Beforehand, though, off camera, I put away all of this stuff, including the new sigil stone I just got. And if we take a look at it, let's see, frost damage or resist frost. Yeah, that's an okay effect. It's not very good against Nords. The frost damage, at least. Nords and maybe snow-based enemies, ice-based enemies like Frost Atronachs. But overall, that would be pretty good. When I find another Daedric sword, I think I'll apply this to that. Yeah. Okay. Pretty good sigil stone this time around. So, let's once again put it back in the treasure chest here. Alright. So the Count wants to talk to us. Now, it is pretty early in the morning. It's only 10 a.m. And he is a vampire. Mum's the word, I suppose. So, there's a good chance he's actually not going to be awake right now. Still, I can at least go ask around. Oh. The weather took a turn for the damp while I was inside. Okay, well. Let's call into the castle. See when we should come back. Because I really doubt we're going to be able to speak to him yet. Going to want to talk to us at night. So that right there is the Oblivion Gate that we just closed. Realistically, that ought to put the Count in a better mood. But he's still probably going to ask us to do something silly. Closed an Oblivion Gate that was literally just outside the front gates. What? Was that guy talking to me? Anyway, we closed an Oblivion Gate that was literally right outside the front gate of the city, but no, that's not going to be good enough. He's going to demand that we do something else for him.
How are you?
Okay, you?
Not bad.
Good to hear. See you.
You too. How are you? You are here to see the Count, yes? He has been expecting you. Please, wait here. I shall inform him of your arrival.
By all means. Tudius Sextius.
Your bravery is the talk of Skingrad. Well done.
Well, thank you. Can you tell me more about this fine city that we both call home?
Perhaps you should seek out a priest, perhaps a beggar, or guardsman. You and I, we have nothing in common. What could we possibly talk about?
Well, I suppose if you want to say we have nothing in common, I mean, you can take the mantle of a coward if you insist. A coward and a weakling who would run shrieking like a little child when confronted by Daedra. I mean, that's fair.
Goodbye.
So what's up with that green marker? Someone seems to be coming to see me. Could it be the Count is actually going to come out here? Oh, now it's turned green again. Okay, so she's coming back, but the Count isn't.
The prey approaches.
The Fighters Guild is a family business. With Vitellis dead, Theranos is in line to succeed his mother.
Welcome, Guild Mage. We meet again, although in different circumstances. I fear this time you may find the results no more to your liking than the last. Less so, perhaps. The information I have for your guild will not be met with smiles and handshakes, I fear.
Well then, I suppose we better just get straight to the point. How may I help you, Your Grace?
I have called you here because, from our previous encounter, I believe you can be trusted. Consider the implications of that, as you handle a small matter for me. Surprised? Nothing is for free, Mage. There is a small nuisance I would have you deal with before I tell you what I know. One good turn deserves another, after all.
I am not in the least bit surprised, Your Grace. And what is this problem that you need dealt with?
It is a minor situation, to be sure, but neither I nor my guards can become directly involved. A nest of vampires has sprung up in Blood-Crust Cavern, southeast of the town. They are a threat to the town and must be eliminated. Their presence has drawn a group of vampire hunters to town, following rumors of vampires in Skingrad. While I do not believe my identity has been compromised, I do not wish to take any chances, and so cannot act on either matter. You, however, can act with impunity, and so will take care of this for me. Then, I will tell you what I know.
Very good. Blood-Crust Cavern. You said it's to the southeast. Anything in particular that Your Grace can tell me?
What do you wish to know about it?
Why are the problem cases based there.
I assure you, I am not responsible for them. I would never be so careless. Where there are mindless animals, predators are never far behind. This is not the first time such a thing has happened, however. On some level, they're aware of my presence. Whether they covet all that I have, or simply wish to see it destroyed, I do not know. They have given in to their instincts, and are little more than animals. They need to be exterminated, one way or another.
Well, you don't need to give in to your temper, Your Grace. I simply asked a question. And you said to the southeast?
The cavern is a short distance east of the castle, far enough from town that few residents have reason to pass by it, thankfully.
Very good.
Very well.
And these vampire hunters?
A troublesome lot. I expect you to deal with them.
Who are they?
There are at least 3 of them. I know only one by name, a wood elf, called Eridor. He's rather good from what I understand. I could handle them myself, but it would be unwise to display my prowess in public. That is the folly of the young and proud. Of course, should you be caught murdering them in the streets, the guards will respond accordingly. I can't be connected with this, remember?
Perhaps I might persuade them to leave then. And where are they?
This I cannot say. I have refrained from expressing too much interest, lest their attention be turned towards the castle. The citizens will likely know more. I imagine many have noticed their presence here.
And do you have a preference for how I should deal with them?
Kill them. Run them out of town. Do what you will. I simply want them gone. Of course, should you be caught murdering them in the streets, the guards will respond accordingly. I cannot arouse further suspicion by offering leniency to you, should you find yourself on the wrong side of the law.
Your Grace already made that clear.
Very well.
So, vampires and vampire hunters. Very good then.
I shall await your
Safe
return.
travels.
Farewell. Good to see you.
Are you aware? I wonder. He's not exactly subtle about it, considering he was speaking openly of it right here in the Great Hall. Okay, let's see. Bloodcrust Cavern. Yeah, that's not very far at all. Maybe I could persuade them to come with me to Bloodcrust Cavern, and then let the chips fall where they may.
Good tidings, citizen.
I was wondering if maybe they were some of the vampire hunters, but apparently not.
Protect and serve. It's what we do.
He doesn't seem to know anything about the vampire hunters.
Certainly.
Any juicy gossip about the Count?
All appointments to see the Count must be made through howlers. Goodbye.
Doesn't help me very much. Falophagus, okay.
You look like someone who's comfortable in heavy armor. I'm so hungry.
Have a coin, beggar.
Thank you, kind sir. For you, of course.
He can't tell me anything.
They say that when you murder someone, the Dark Brotherhood comes to you in your sleep. It's how they recruit new members. Blessings of Mystara upon ye.
You've got the hands of a smith. Must have spent some time repairing your gear.
Oh yes, I definitely have.
Oh, no. Not another one. Citizen of Skingrad, please be advised that I am here on official business and wish no harm. Oh, forget it. Let me guess. You're worried about what my men and I are doing here in town, right?
Yes, as a matter of fact. And for some reason, it's being marked as a lie, even though that's not true.
You have my assurance that my men and I will do everything in our power to keep the people of Skingrad safe. We're here to help. If you have seen anything unusual, particularly anything implying the presence of the undead here in town, please report it at once.
I do have some information for you.
All I care about is where the vampires are hiding. I know they're here somewhere. You know where they're holed up?
Blood Crust Cavern.
Is that so? Well, perhaps we'll have to pay them a little visit. Thanks for the tip, friend.
Are you going there right now?
Thief, you won't get away with this!
What?
I'm busy. You got business to discuss, you talk to Eridor.
I'm just doing my job. You got a problem with it? You go talk to Eridor.
So are they going to go to the cavern or just lollygag around in here?
Somebody help! Come quickly! We've got a burglar!
You call that doing your job? Really? Not too sure what to think about that.
You don't look like a vampire.
Oh, Elder Scrolls.
Eridor says I ain't supposed to chat with people in town. Sorry.
Looks like they're just going to be playing around in here. Okay, well. I mean, you were doubtless summoned by the theft. Why didn't you do anything?
Hi there.
Oh, fellow orc, blessings of the nine upon you. That would have been the perfect way to get rid of them, too.
How are you?
Okay. You?
Great.
What's the news from the other parts of Campion?
They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of imperial goods. The land of the altar.
Okay, well. They apparently can't be bothered. Let's go to Bloodcrust Cavern. This city's sure been cursed with Oblivion Gates. Oblivion Gates up the wazoo here. Yeah, not too far from the castle. Okay. When I entered the cave, I had a good old-fashioned crash to desktop. An age-old Elder Scrolls tradition.
Hello. Who's there?
A Dunmer. The fire isn't going to do much damage to her. Let's see, how about shock damage? Go back the other way.
Well, well. Look who we've got here.
Did you hear about the recruits they got out of dead thieves near Anvil?
No doubt.
Imps. I hate them. Little buggers.
Arrow voltage. Shock damage and soul trap? Wow.
Good to know.
Bye.
You know, speaking of those vampire hunters, I could simply just murder them. I have so much money I could easily pay the fines. Unfortunately, that absolutely would be out of character for Geoffrey.
So I've heard.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset Isle.
It seems Somerset Isle has become a much more dangerous place.
Always skirting
We
around in the
see you.
shadows, making me jumpy.
That's a Dunmer.
Well, well. Look who
Your
we've got
presence
here.
will not be tolerated.
This is
Here! Die, damn you! You're pathetic. I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
Daedric's shield! Yes! I need one of those! And the longsword I was looking for. Battle Axe of Winter. Oh, no wonder it seemed to be doing some extra damage. Over encumbered. He was using a Daedric axe. Where is it? Where's that axe he was using? Their weapons seem to have disappeared.
Farewell.
How are you?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
The Imperial City is densely urbanized, with a few large parks and waterside dock areas.
You don't say.
Good news from...
A hard lock.
Quite for a change. The last of the...
They say that when you murder someone, the Dark Brotherhood comes to you.
Are you sure?
Just 10
Sure.
Ah.
So long.
Be seeing you.
There's at least 3 of them in there. I don't have any frost damage poison. Interesting. Alright, well I do have plenty of shock damage.
Well met.
Good afternoon. What's new with you?
Sounds like the Empire has given up on stopping the skooma trade and elsewhere. And I hear the tribal chiefs are supporting the Renridra Kryn.
That skooma trade is bad business. And the Renridra Kryn are just a bunch of thugs.
Okay, let's try going the other way.
Fine greetings to you.
In the west, in Old Colovia. That's where men are men. That's the Gold Coast, West Weald and Colovian Highlands.
I've heard others say the same.
Those Oblivion gates opening everywhere. It's only...
A Daedra cuirass. Why wasn't he wearing it?
No!
Sure.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
So I've heard.
They say that when you murder someone, the Dark Brotherhood comes to you in your sleep. It's how they recruit new members.
Yes.
Good day. Good to see you.
Hello. Did you hear that the chapel in Bravil's been attacked?
Okay. So I can get at least one of them.
No.
Yes.
Spriggans. Nature's guardians, my foot. Mean things. They'll curse you, or they might call a bear to tear you apart.
Go on.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
You'll never take me down!
Over encumbered. What am I looking for? Right, this is what I was looking for.
Show me what you've got! Don't feel bad. No one lives forever.
That very much includes you.
Whoa!
Glass gauntlets, greaves. I don't know if... See, I know I have the greaves. I don't remember if I have the gauntlets. Okay. There it is, okay. Pop that on. Oh, blast it. Yeah, that ended the invisibility. Shoot. Let's get the mage.
Hello?
That was close. still got over encumbered. Okay.
Who's there?
Couple of mages, eh? Alright, that should be everyone in here.
Greetings to you.
Okay, wasn't quite everyone, but now it is. Alright. Have I contracted the vampire disease? I have. Okay. Well. For some characters, this might be a difficult choice. Not for Geoffrey. Yep, there we go. Oh, wow, and I have 50% resistance to disease, too. Even with... Yeah. Even with that, they still got me. I suppose that's not too surprising. They hit me frequently enough that it was almost guaranteed they were going to overcome it. Alright, let's get out of here. It is currently 8 p.m. Do I want to go try talking to that person again? Whoever that is? Suppose it can't hurt. Actually, that's not true. If they choose to attack me, it could hurt. Well, if it's their leader, I could tell them the truth. You know, they were in Bloodcrust Cavern, but, you know, since you're lazy, you spend all your time hanging around here, and I got to them first.
I'm just doing my job. You got a problem with it? You go talk to Eridor.
Well, so much for that. Would have been easier if that had worked. What was that all about? Shamir? He took a wedge of cheese and was murdered by the guards for it. Okay. I think that's a bit extreme, fellas.
You need to see Ugak if you want to buy a horse. She's inside.
Any rumors?
Hey, you're the one they call the hero of Kvatch, aren't you? The one that closed the Oblivion Gate and saved the city?
That's me.
Take care.
Hero of Skingrad also. I have more information for you.
Hello again, citizen. All I care about is where the vampires are hiding. I know they're here somewhere. You know where they're holed up?
Actually, I destroyed them all. As I told you, they were in Bloodcrust Cavern, but you decided not to bother with that.
And what? I'm supposed to take your word for it? Sorry, friend, but I'll need some sort of proof. You got any proof?
Well, I have plenty of vampire dust.
Well, maybe you're not lying after all. If they're gone, then there's no point in hanging around here. Damned amateurs. You people should leave it to the professionals.
And, who do you think you're talking to, Mr. Professional?
Yes. Heard any news from the other provinces? Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Compared to Daedra boiling out of the gates of Oblivion, these vampires were not very much. Actually, they were almost precisely equal to the Daedra boiling out of the gates of Oblivion. I don't have any trouble with them either. Anyway.
Erador says I ain't supposed to chat with people in town. Sorry.
Well, anyway. The vampire hunters have left Skingrad. Well, I think they're still there. I just walked by one. I should return to Castle Skingrad and speak with Howlers. He's the, what, the butler? He works for the Count anyway. Why is he just standing there? Enjoying the view, I suppose. Tells me.
Yes?
Oh, actually.
You're new here in Skingrad. Fine. I'll make sure the captain knows we have a stranger in town. Please keep your weapons sheathed and use your best manners. We're a bit suspicious of strangers here. Don't give us anything to be suspicious about, will you please?
Where's Howlers?
The West Weald is a good place. Irina Geranus isn't the friendliest person in the world, but not a bad sort when you get to know her.
I need to speak to the Count. I was told to talk to his lady-in-waiting, Howlers.
All appointments to see the Count must be made through Howlers.
Well, where is she?
Good day.
You're no help. Alright, well, as I'm not particularly interested in trespassing around here, I guess I have some time to kill.
Hello.
You smell of death. Been conjuring up dead things?
Looks like one of the feather potions wore off. Oh, man, 902. Oh. Daedric shield. I finally found one. And a pair of Daedric longswords. Let's do some repair work while I think about things. A lot of stuff from these guys. I guess I have to use a I either have to drop something or use a potion. Whatever.
How are you today?
Quite well, thanks for asking. All right then.
Look at the muscles on you.
Let's dump a few more things in the house. Hello, Aya. Excuse me.
Good evening, my lord.
Good evening to you. Blessings of the Nine upon the both of us. Finally found that Daedric shield too. This has been a very productive adventure. First things first. Where's that? There it is. Sigil stone. Okay. Geoff's sword of... I mean, frost would be the obvious one, but that's a bit too obvious. I like something a bit more clever than that. Geoff's sword of glacial might. Yeah. There we go. And now I have to repair it again because, again, for some reason, putting a sigil stone on a weapon seems to decrease its health. Okay. Let's see, is that all I got? Nope, lots of vampire dust also. Okay, and Daedric Shield. And just Sword of Glacial Might. Everything else I'm going to sell. Actually, now that I say that, do I have glass gauntlets? I just can't remember. So yeah, I will keep those also. I know for sure that I have the cuirass and the greaves, so no biggie on those.
Good day, my lord. Not so loud, please. What a headache I've got. I'm Agnet the Smith. The Pickled, they call me. Sure wish I was pickled right now. May I interest you in some of my fine wares? That's a good deal. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. You got a great deal there. That seems a fair price. That's a fair deal. That's a fair deal. A good price for a good customer. A pleasure to serve you. Good day.
How do you do?
Hello. What's new with you?
I saw some mud crabs by the water recently. I steered clear of them.
Disgusting creatures. I hope to never see another.
You want me? You sure? I'm Vigga. I'm Mage's Guild, but I don't train or anything. Always keep your magical equipment charged. Take care.
Hello.
Oh, and I just noticed again the mic got muted. Ugh. Not even sure how that happens. I hope it wasn't for very long. But seriously, that's just... Right. So, depending on how long that lasted, I went to the cavern, defeated all of the vampires, came back and spoke to the leader of the vampire hunters again, and explained to him that, hey,
Have pity on an...
I defeated the vampires. Here's a bunch of vampire justice proof. And with rather ill grace, he
well met.
Headed on out. And then I sold all my loot, got some... Okay, athletics mastery. Why jog when you can sprint has always been your motto. Now the miles of running and hours of swimming have paid off. You are an expert in athletics. Sprinting now consumes a lot less fatigue. Yeah. That actually did consume less fatigue than normal.
Welcome.
Right, I hope the lady in waiting is here. There she is.
Hello.
You have completed your tasks for the Count, have you not? Then, please, wait here while I inform him.
Morning.
I hope she doesn't take too long. Okay, who's coming downstairs? She is.
Hi there.
Hi there.
I bought some wine from Gaston Cyrodiil a few days ago. I was very impressed by it.
I don't know Gaston well, but I helped him drink his wine, and he always has a mighty fine wine. Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
Many Argonians say they have been called back to Black Marsh.
There he is.
They disappear into the swamps and are never seen again.
I have heard Argonia is a strange and treacherous place.
So the work is complete. Now we can discuss the information I have for you.
By all means, Your Grace. And what is this information?
Your guild does not fully appreciate the danger which quickly approaches. Hopefully when you return to them, their eyes will be opened. The necromancers are a sign of things to come. An old acquaintance of the guild has come to Cyrodiil, and they are answering his call. While I do not know for quite what purpose he has arrived, I believe the Guild of Mages is in great danger. Manimarco has returned. Nearly invincible, he has established himself somewhere in the north of Cyrodiil. This is all that I know. See to it that your leader, Traven, learns this as soon as possible. I have no love for your guild, but I have no wish to see it destroyed either.
And I imagine that Your Grace would find the King of Worms to be a harsh master.
He is an old and powerful necromancer. Traven will recognize the name even if you do not.
Oh, I recognize it. I definitely recognize it. And the vampire hunters, they have definitely left. They assured me they were going to, but I prefer not to take people's word for that kind of thing.
You convinced them to leave, I see. A wise plan. More hunters will come in time, I'm sure. For now, Skingrad is quiet again. And you have my thanks.
And Bloodcrust Cavern has been scourged as well.
The cavern is silent once more. I would be foolish to think that this might send a message to those who would encroach on my territory.
Well, Your Grace, thank you for the information and the glory of killing servants of evil.
I have told you all that I know. Manimarco has come to Cyrodiil, and I believe he means harm to your guild. Traven must know this. Even I know that some from your guild have defected to join him. I believe you can be trusted, as you have been attacked once already. Perhaps it is a mistake to make that assumption. Only time will tell, I suppose.
Well, I have no interest in serving a necromancer, so I will definitely prove worthy of that trust. Well, I thank Your Grace for the information. Blessings of the Nine upon all of us, I would hope.
Return to your guild, and prepare yourself accordingly.
Very good. Well then.
Hi there.
I already suspected that it was the King of Worms himself, but that proves it. So, I do believe this episode has come to an end. Viewers, thank you very much for watching Oblivion Remastered. In the next episode, we are going to continue the general plan of heading towards Bravil. We're going to go across country and stop in at the Priory of the Nine on our way to see what happens next with that particular quest line. That is the plan for the next episode. So, once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.